Hello all, Havoc here. Let's get ready to play some Space Engineers. Okay, so in this episode, we're going to go over a lot of the things we're going to be doing with the Castrol. Um, Today, tomorrow, the day after that, the day after that, the day after that. Things are going really well with the Castrol. Oh, jeez. Just not getting any solar, though. Batteries are still good, so we're going to end up using the batteries today. I'll show you why. I have been very busy. Very busy. First and foremost, got these here duplicated to the other side. Along with that, we got all the assemblers, refineries, all back here, all plugged in and using their the appropriate mods for each one. So all the upgrades are there. I got to get all the sorting done to where and name all the assemblers and all the refineries. None of these containers have been named either, so they're not a part of the inventory sorting mod yet. So that's a thing that still has to happen. So that's definitely on the docket to do. I did have an issue though that see the light is yellow over there for the bulkhead for venting. We were not sealing. I've been keeping an eye on that, and the door's closing. The door's closing. There it is. It's blue. Okay, so there was 2 leaks, and was not even aware of it. So those are not patched. They were behind the bulkhead there, and when I made this side look like this side, I created another leak on this side. But I found a workaround, and it's all good. So actually, I want to color this the same. There. So let's see. We got this done. The mag pads, I took them all out. One, they were a tremendous amount of resources to fill the entire flight deck. Actually, it was more resources than I had. So took them all out. Secondly, when they're in their pre-build state, they cause a tremendous amount of lag. When they're like this, they're fine, but in their build stage, they cause way too much frame rate problems. So I had to move the medical station out 1 block in order to accommodate for symmetry in our storage cells. We have 2 there. I was only able to fit 1 because the med bay was actually sitting right there. So, all right, so we're working our way inward on the ship. I want to close this real quick. I upgraded the Susie. So no more bouncing, dancing Susie. I've tried about 6 different configurations. Oh, need to get some paint going on this here. I tried several configurations to try to get some stability in this setup, and this is the best I could do. I tried the rotor. I actually took the conveyor out right there, and I put a rotor there, and I attached Susie to a rotor. But every time we'd go attach to the connector blocks, things would just go really wonky, and yeah, it just didn't work. So this works really good. She's staying put, and I'm very pleased with how this is working out. 2 of these are fake. The only ones that are actually hooked up are those 2, that one and that one. These 2 here are just here as locks. So if this doesn't work, I'll probably be putting 2 more. It'd be actually, it doesn't look like they'll fit. It doesn't look like she's tied up or lined up enough to hit those 2 blocks. So maybe we'll start putting them in the ceiling or something. I'm not sure. Got all the reactors in. Just finished this up not too long ago. And next up, we're going to be putting some glass down. It's kind of where we're going to start off with this episode. Actually, what we're going to start off with this episode is we're going to take all the autosaves out. We're going to take all the uranium out of the entire ship and have it refilter so it sorts back down to all of the reactors evenly. So make sure the batteries are on. And let's go with reactors. It'd be kind of nice if you could see just the ones that are on your ship. I guess that's the point of why I should name them all what they're supposed to be. Oh, what am I doing it here for? I just realized. Filter power. Okay. Actually want to do it over here, and this goes back. Well, whatever. It's the same difference, right? So the filtration system it's been working really good. There's some things that aren't set to filter yet, but everything that is phenomenal. It just gets sucked up and goes right into the place it needs to, and yeah, it's been really awesome. All right, so what we'll do is we'll just come through here, and everything that, well, this would help too. Everything that's white with our name on it, or, well, small reactor. So what this will do is sort up all the reactors and get them all to have the same amount of uranium in them, so they don't grow. So they will all conveniently go out of uranium all at the same time. We have batteries though, so that's not an issue. We didn't have things like batteries or kicker reactors, then that's more of a concern, but we don't have to worry about that problem. So 480 uranium, and so every reactor should have just turned on. So let's see. There we go. Perfect. So now we can come back over here, go like this. Batteries turned off. Actually, I can recharge them. Let's go ahead and climb in the chair and see how much fuel we have. So fuel time is 0 because we're connected to the solar systems. So, or solar systems, the solar array of the station. So take a drink of my beverage there. While we're in the chair, I can also point out the fact that I can't type. That's what we're here for. All right, almost 1% on all the tanks. Ah, yeah, speaking of O2 tanks, without further ado, the much talked about O2 tank right there. So this tank right here, it's hooked up to this conveyor, to that connector block right up above, and all this one's for is just ice. So if need be, we can literally come down here, put one tube in, and there are refineries on board, and they'll immediately start dumping this to ice, converting it to O2. Or we can pull from this end, do a manual transfer to one of the systems. So we could probably, actually we're going to do that here. Let's see, let's go here. That's weird. So we're going to grab a small cargo container just for the sake of not making it pink. Interior plates are needed. And we cannot get to supplies down here, which is kind of why I wanted to put that in, because we would be able to get the supplies down here. So the cool part is when we're underway, we won't have to do the KES part. We can just do construction, interior plates, so on and so forth, and we'll get the things we need. So this is going to be pretty awesome once it gets underway, or once we get underway, I should say. For some reason, motors aren't filtering correctly, so I have to look and see if I'm missing a phrase if I didn't type it in right or something. So, donk. Okay, so let's throw down a couple small containers real quick. That's on 6. Is that conveyors? That's conveyors. We'll go to 9. So throw that here. What did we miss? Displays and computers. All right. Okay. I think I put all my computers back into the Scorpion, actually. Because he was in here doing a bunch of welding for us, so... all the reactors are slowly pulling uranium. That's really cool. So it looks like we're just going to be able to get the one up and running for now. Or was it 2 computer components? Oh, it's only 2 computer components, so we're good. Alright. So this will allow us to get inventory down here, which is really cool. And put it all away as well. So yeah, this is all this is for, is just ice. And so if we bring in a ship like, say, like the Turtle or the Reaper or something like that, it can come in, dock right here. That's what this is for. And actually, I want to turn that blue too. There. And that's what that's for. And the reason this is being brought up is there's been a few of you guys that have been watching, and you're like, hey, Havoc, you need a place to store ice so you can keep things separate. And thing one, and well, it was a thing one and thing two comment, they had pointed out the fact that O2 just seems kind of sketchy still. Totally agree, and I've died way too many times from the lack of O2, so that's what this system is for. Not too much longer, I'm actually going to disengage the Kestrel from the O2 farm. I think when I hit 1% in the tanks, it will be sufficient for me to feel cool about doing that. And I'm going to go through and grind up all the important parts, like things that are component heavy inside the station, like doors, all the med bays, anything that has a substantial amount of resources in it. I'm going to come through here because, I mean, look at all those parts. That is a lot of parts. Not quantity-wise, but just overall material-wise. There's a lot of different materials that go into every single door, and there are a ton of doors in this station. So going to come through here, kill all the doors off, get all the supplies into the Kestrel. The one thing we are not short on are steel plates. We have an entire slim container and a half over again of steel plates. I'm not even sure I'm going to bother with these. There are 20 large steel tubes in these, and that one's not even complete. Maybe that's why this is taking so long. These things aren't even done. I thought these were done. Oh my gosh, I feel like a dunce. I thought this whole entire array was completed, and it's not. Okay, so that just happened. That gives me something to do in my spare time. Do I have... There is 188 of those right there. 20 apiece, that is not a lot. So, get out. Get out. Get out. Get to the Scorpion if you want to live. Where did I park the Scorpion? I parked the Scorpion. I put him back. So, alright. I'm going to take care of that here in a few minutes. Next up, what I wanted to do. Let's look at getting the glass down on the floor. Just take a quick look at it and just show you guys what the pattern I plan on going with to lay down and stuff. So we need girders. Yeah, let's get some glass. Let's just grab all the glass. There we go. Alright, so like right here we could do a 4x. I mean, or a 2x2. So let's go in here. Window. What's a 3x3? Is there not a 2x2? Oh, okay, so there is not a 2x2. So let's do a 1x2, hopefully. There we go, 1x2 flat. And I cannot tell the difference. I'm going to assume that that is the correct direction. Well, that just puts a giant kink in the plans. All right. Here I'm doing all of these, and I don't even know if it's pointing the right direction. No, it's not. Great, Allie. Way to go, man. All right. Let's try that again, shall we? So let's go back into there. So it's obviously the one with the arrow since we had that on our inventory bar. But inverted. Like so. There. That's more better. There we go. And then we'll do a single there so we don't fall in, and a single there as well. So like this, like this, like this. Like that, like that. Alright, so there we go, that works. So let's throw in a single, 4 more singles and we'll be done. So 1 by single, 1 by and flatted inverted. So it looks so. Actually, may as well put one there too. And we're out of glass. Actually, I think we had glass on those before, back when we first started putting these in the floor. If memory serves, and it rarely does. Okay, so number 8. Auto save. Alright. Cool. Alright, so Yeah, that looks much better. We don't fall in anymore. And could probably put one there now because that thing's over a little bit further on that side. No, it's not going to let us. Okay. That's fair. It's the same way it is on the other side, so. Got to keep that O2 up. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up the episode here today. I hope you guys like the progress I've been making. Got a few things need to tie up still on the inside here. A few suggestions from you guys or yours. And I'm going to try to get as many of those taken care of as I can. And I mean, well, we're moving along. And should be... And of course that doesn't work because of control buttons there. I'll have to do that later. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comments below about you know, the overall look. Do you think it's... I think it's pretty awesome looking like this. I think it's very functional looking. It is going to be very functional once I get all these containers marked off. The Susie stability thing is far and away way better. She's not rocking and rolling like she had been. Like Thing 1 and Thing 2 said, she doesn't have happy feet. And that was one of my concerns. And I was glad I was able to get it addressed. So a little bit of cleanup I have to do now from all the times she's been bounced around and whatnot. So actually get some... now she's consistent in one spot. We'll get some dressing on there and get it cleaned up and straightened out. I tried a few times, but just all the bouncing around just never worked. So we're there with that. Thing 1 and Thing 2 had recommended putting sensors on all the doors. All the internal... Oh, hey, that's turned on. Way to go, Havoc. That just vented up all our O2. Oh, great. How much O2 did we just lose? We had 0.7... Oh, okay. So we didn't lose that much. I don't know why. That's strange. So we're almost at 0.1. So let's find all the vents. Depressurize on, depressurize on, depressurize on. Okay. The reason that happened was because this new conveyor that I put in right here was not... We didn't have enough O2 in the system to pressurize it until just recently when it reached a certain level, and then it pressurized this entire room, and which obviously we just triggered. So let's go ahead and close this door. So yeah, Thing 1 and Thing 2 brought up the fact that we could put sensors in here and tie them to the doors, so as we walk in and out of areas, they'll automatically open and close. So depressurize set to on. What were you set to? You weren't set to anything. Depressurize set to on. Was that yellow just a second ago? Oh, it was because the back door's open. Okay. That worried me there for a second. I thought I had a hole in there again. So, alright, as said before, we're going to wrap up the episode here. Got some projects to take care of for the next episode. Lots of little things. So, look for those in the next coming episode. So, this is Havoc. Have fun. And keep gaming.